রোহান ভাই কি অবস্থা? ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। ভাই বাজারে গেছিলাম বুঝছেন, আর ওইখানে আড্ডা দিতে দিতে আসতে লেট হয়ে গেছে। আইসা ভাত খাই মনে হয় 10-15 মিনিট আগে আইছি বুঝছেন। ভাত খাইয়া তাড়াতাড়ি ইয়ে করলাম। ওই তো ডিনার কইরাই 10 মিনিটের ভিতরে আইসাই সব কিছু করলাম। বেশি ওয়াইফাই চলতেছে মেবি রে। ওয়াইফাই মনে হয় ডিভাইস বেশি লাগানো। দেখলাম তো 100 বক্সে, বাট পামু না বুঝছেন। 10,000 কয়েন থাকলে পাইতাম, আমার দিত না। ফ্রির কয়েন এমনি দেয় না। ব্যান্ড একটা পাইলে কাজে দিত বুঝছেন। সত্যি ব্যান্ড একটা পাইলে ভালো হইতো। বাট ব্যান্ডাই পাইবেন না কয়েন। অ্যাটলিস্ট আমার যদি মনে করেন যে 8,000 কয়েন থাকতো তাইলে পাই দিতাম। 150 বক্স ই পিকটা ওইদিকে দিয়া দিছে 50 দিয়া বেবি তো। বা একটু ফাস্ট ডাউনলোড হয়ে যাও। বেবি তো ভাই, বেবি তোর কত ইয়ে হচ্ছে এরকম, ফক্স ইন দ্য বক্স বুঝছেন। বাট বেবি তোর 4 স্টার একটা কার্ড আছে আমার দ্বারা, লিজেন্ডের কার্ড, লিজেন্ডারি আর কি। ভাই যারা যারা এখন স্ট্রিমে লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন নাই, প্লিজ দয়া করে লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইবটা করে দিবেন সবাই একসাথে। ব্যান্ডেকটা পাইলে আমারও ভালো হইতো বুঝছেন। বাট ভ্যান্ডাইকটা তো 3,3800 কয়েন আছে, ধরেন 4,000 কয়েন। 3800 কত কয়েন আছে, আর ওইদিকে আরো 100 কয়েন যদি এখন কালেক্ট করি, 4,000 কয়েন দেওয়া পসিবল না ভাই, আমার যতটুকু মনে হয় পাবো না। ভাই আমি তো চাইতেছিলাম রিস্ক নিব, বাট আমার এখন কি করবো বলেন, এই রিস্ক নিয়া লাভ নাই, দিত না। তার থেকে বরং জমানোই ভালো। আরো কিছুদিন কষ্ট করলে দেখবেন আমি জমাইতেছি মানে রোনালদো নাজারিও টার্গেট বুঝছেন। নাজারিও আসলে যত কয়েনই তাহাক না কেন মাইরা দিব। ওকে দাঁড়ান একটু আমি মশারিটা টাঙাই নেই। নাজারিয়ার জন্য ওয়েট করেন। সারাদিন ছিল না নেট, বুঝছেন? ব্যানটা একটু দেখলাম দিনের বেলায়, প্যাকে কি দিছে, বরুসিয়া ডর্টমুন্ডের প্যাক, কুবেল আছে এই লিস্টের। কুবেলটা আর সিবিটা ডেঞ্জারাস হবে। ওই সিবি জিকে, সিবি এইটা হাইটও আছে 191। অলরেডি পটো বক্সের এটা আছে আমাদের, ভালো আছে প্যাকটা মোটামুটি। যারা মনে করে যে নতুন গেম খেলতেছে তারা নিতে পারেন, বাট কোস্টটা কি এটা? লং বল কাউন্টার আউট ওয়াইড, অর্কেস্ট্রার থেকে সিএফ। যারা মনে করেন যে নতুন গেম খেলতেছে, ভালো কোনো ইয়ে নাই, এরা নিতে পারে এটা। রোহান ভাই 5 মিনিট লাগবে, বুঝছেন? কমেন্ট করার ফোনটা আমার দ্বারা নাই, একটু দাঁড়াইতে হবে আর কি। চলেন ভার্সেস খেলা যায়। আর ইউরোপিয়ান ক্লাবের তো কুইক কাউন্টার, বরুসিয়া ডর্টমুন্ড। ভাই এটা সিবির তাইকা, বিল্ড আপ সিবির তাইকা, তার মানে বুঝতেছেন কি? আপনি ভ্যানডাইক তাইকা, ভ্যানডাইকে এর লাগেই ভ্যানডাইকের ইয়ে দিছে, গেম চেঞ্জিং পাস না কি জানি একটা অ্যাবিলিটি দিছে, উইঙ্গার। এর লাগে ভাইয়া আপনি মনে করেন যে ভ্যানডাইক থেকে সালা, বুঝছেন? ভ্যানডাইক টু সালা খেলার এখন তো আরো মারা খাই মনে ভাই। ওই পোলা পাইন দেখবেন একদম প্রেসারে ফেলাই দিব ভাই, বাট কুইক কাউন্টার তো, এর মাঝে আবার কুইক কাউন্টার, এটা ভালো আছে, নেওয়া যায়। বাট এটা উইঙ্গার ফরমেশনে খেলতে হইব, মানে ডিফেন্স থেকে যদি সিবির থেকে ডিরেক্ট ইয়ে দিয়ে দিত গোল প্রচার সিএফ এর দ্বারা, তাইলে আরো জটিল হইতো। মাতিয়াস চুন ইয়ে ম্যানচেস্টারের কে ইয়ে আছে কাসিমিরো। আরে কাসিমিরো রে, ভালো ভালো কিছু দিছে ভাই, অনেক কিছু। ডটমেন্ডুর প্যাকটা একদম ফালাই দেওয়ার মতো না। ইয়র্গান ক্লপের দেখেন একটা ভিক্টোরি পাস দিয়ে দিছে সিবিতে, বুঝছেন? কিট দিছে কিট। এদিকে আবার রামাদানের ইয়েও দিছে ভাই, ভালো তো, খুশি হইলাম। 100 কয়েনের কিট, আমি তো 500 কয়েনের নিয়েছিলাম ফেস্টিভ্যাল ইয়ের থেকে, আগের সিজনের। ওই যেটা পিনতে ইয়ে করে খেলি না, সাদা লালে, ওইটা কল অফ কিট। দরকার নাই কিটের, এসব বেলুন টেলুন কেডাই কিনে। এই গোলকিপারের হেডিং এবিলিটি ভাই, যে রিয়ালের সাথে গোল দেয়, হেডিং 93। ও হয়নি আবার গোলকিপারে যখন খারায় তখন আবার কেউ শট করলে ইয়ে হেড মাইরা দেয়। ভয়ে আছি, চলেন ভাই ভার্সেস খেলি। রোহান ভাই একটু দাঁড়াইতে হইব, বুঝছেন? আমার কমেন্টের ফোন নাই, 10টা মিনিট দাঁড়ান। ভাই যারা যারা এখনো লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন নাই, প্লিজ দয়া করে লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইবটা করে দিবেন, সবার কাছে অনুরোধ রইল লাইক এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইবটা করার জন্য। ভাই উপরে দিয়ে 4-3-1-2 আমার ফরমেশন দেখাইতেছে, ওইদিকে লং বল কাউন্টার দেখাইতেছে। এখান থেকে অটো পিক করা যাচ্ছে। ভাই ভালো তো, স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টটা যদি অফ করে দিত। 4-2-2 লং বলে খেলতেছে, অনলি লং বল। দেখি আপডেটের পর প্রথম ম্যাচ কি অবস্থা। ব্রিজ কালার সোন আছে ভাইয়া।
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. That's gone for a throw-in. Koundé. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's made its way to him. Big shot! It's hit the upright. It's not an especially good pass, that.
ভাই অল্পের লাগে গোলটা খাই নাই, ভাগ্য ভালো বার পুষ্ট লাগছে।
Nicely shaped ball. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Still goalless at the moment. He's played it long. Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's got away. He's found a way through.
আরে পাসে ক্লিক করতে করতে যাইতেছে না।
Well, the defense proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot's judged, surely!
এত লেগ মারে রে, কলটল দিতেছে মনে হয়।
And Brazil take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having winning runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Goes for the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And And a shot.
ভাই এটা কোনো কথা?
And it's there. A quite incredible
বেবি
spell.
তো দিয়ে
They
দেখতেছে
are
অবস্থা খারাপ করে
flying.
বলাইতেছে।
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Good.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available. Substitution in progress.
Here we go again then.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to
Bal.
regroup now, so we'll see how they
দিলাম
come
পাস
out
ওইদিকে
at the
একদম
start of the
কিপারের হাতে
second
দিয়ে
half.
দিছে।
Passing is crisp and sharp.
স্মার্ট অ্যাসিস্টের
Oh, good
ফিল্ডার
read.
দেখছেন আমি মাঝখান দিয়ে পাস দিছি
Son
ধরতে
Heung-min.
পারে নাই।
Son Heung-min going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's picked his way through. He shifted it to the flank. And there's the shot! Oh, crossbar! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
পাল।
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Son Heung-min.
আবার ব্রিজ করলাম আর।
He's gone for goal! Oh, off the bar! Rijkaard. Koundé. That's Cannavaro. No way through there. Out to the left it goes. Son Heung-min. Good chance here! A whisker. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And the finish!
নিজের ভুলে।
Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Brazil are at the... Mbappe!
শট মারছে ব্রিজ কালার মারছে এমবাপ্পে।
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves...
Chance! They want to be quick to recover this.
ভাই জস্টিক ওইদিকে নিয়ে পাস দিলাম
Cristiano
তারপরে
Ronaldo.
যাইলাম।
And it's De Bruyne. Well, they've got it again. Ericsson. Great vision. Alvarez. Decent chance! And it's come back out to him. Really well taken goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Ah, he's given it away. Xavi Alonso. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling.
Oh, tight
A
tackle
game
down,
of
bottom
champs
message.
and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
সিলেকশন কোনটা কখন দিবে? 19 তারিখ। কারে নিব ভাবতেছে, নেইমারকে নিব নাকি একে নিব? সিএফটাকে নিব। ভাই কোড দেখেন, চলে আসেন। Julian Alvarez, D for me. Era que সুপার সাব আছে সুপার সাব আছে আরে কে মেসেজ দিতেছে উড়া দুরা আমার ফোনের 12টা বাজাই দিছে ইমরান ভাই হবে মেবি ভাই মেসেজ পড়ার মতো আমি গরিব মানুষ বুঝছেন আমার দ্বারা একটা ফোন আপাতত আমি আম্মার ফোন দিয়ে পড়তাম ও কমেন্ট পড়তাম নিয়ে গেছে চলে আসেন ইমরান ভাই চলে আসেন মিয়া, এখন লেগ মারতেছি ভালো। হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে যে মেসেজ ঢুকছে না, এর লেগে। ওরে ফোন ছিল না রে ভাই, ফোন ছিল না, এখন মাত্র আনলাম। রোহান ভাই কি চলে গেছেন? কই রে ভাই ইমরান ভাই, এখন মেসেজ করেন না কেন? ভাই খেললে কেউ চলে আসেন। কইছিলেন গ্রাফিক্স তো একদম কমানো, বুঝছেন? এর থেকে নিচে দিলে মানুষ দেখে না। আমি আগে কম নর্মাল গ্রাফিক্স দিয়ে দিতাম, লাইভে ভিউজ আসতো না। আর কত নিচে এফপিএস দিমু? 30 এফপিএস এর নিচে দিলে খেলা যায় না। কতদিন 15 এফপিএস দিয়ে খেলছে, গেম খেলা যায় না। আর মেসেজ দিন না ইমরান ভাই, এখন তো ইয়েতে আছেন বুঝছেন, ল্যাগ করে ফোনে মেসেজ দিলে। কোনটা নিবেন? নেইমার তো দিল, তো আমার তো টার্গেট আছে নেইমার, মনে করেন যে ইপিক নেইমারের, এই নেইমারের যে অবস্থা ফিজিক্যাল কন্টাক্টের, বাট ব্রিজ কালার আছে, ভাবতেছি সিএফটাকে নিয়ে নিমু। আবার সিএফ এর হাইট কম, নেইমারের ফিজিক্যাল কন্টাক্ট কম। একশো দুইয়ের, 3-এর যায় না, 2-এর মেবি। 5-এর দিত নেইমারটা। কলা বার্মার, আমি মোবাইল আনছি। কলা পারমার সি ফর্মে, ক্রিয়েটিভ প্লেমেকার, এটাকে নেওয়া যায় ক্রিয়েটিভ প্লেমেকার, যেটা কলা পারমার যেটা। জি লুতার মার্টিনেজ, লাউতারো। লাউতারো মার্টিনেজ অ্যাক্রোবেটিক ফিনিশিং আছে, লং রেঞ্জ শুটিং আছে, ফার্স্ট টাইম শট। হ্যাঁ এখন নাই আমার কাছে এই দুইটা কার্ডই ভালো। ফেরান তোরেস, এই দুইটা কার্ড নেওয়া যায়। একটা যাবে একসাথে, দুইটাই মেবি একসাথে থাকবে। ভাই যারা যারা লাইক করেন না স্ট্রিমে, দয়া করে লাইকটা করে দিবেন। চলেন লাউতারো মার্টিনেজ। হাই রে, সেভ দিয়ে দিল। এটা কোনো কথা? আচ্ছা, মিডিলের গিফট বক্সে কি রাখছে? রাহুল বা গিফট বক্স চেঞ্জ করে দিছে। ডেইলি গেমে তো আর কোনো প্লেয়ার অ্যাড করবে না, আর আমিও এখানে পাইলে স্পিন দিব না। প্রো রুম ম্যাচ মানো। ওয়েট ব্রো, ওয়েট ফর ফিউ মিনিট প্লিজ। এটা কি? টার্কিশ রামাদান স্পেশাল ক্লাবের একটা, এটা কোনটা? ইউরোপিয়ান ক্লাব, ইটালিয়ান ক্লাব। কয়েনের এই দুইটা না, ইটালিয়ান ক্লাব। ইটালিয়ান ক্লাবের তো লয়াল হয়েছি। ইটালিয়ান ক্লাবের আমার লাক ভালো থাকে সবসময়, দেখছি। হালা মাদ্রিদ, আরে মাদ্রিদ। লোনের পিলার আমাকে দেবো কেন ভাইয়া? কি গরিব মানুষ, তো বড় লোক আছি। ইমরান ভাই বলেন। কিরে ইমরান ভাই, আমার কথা শোনা যায় না? হ্যাঁ, আপনি কি শুনছেন? আমি তো তখন ভয়েস অফ করে গেছিলাম, শুনেন নাই? টার্গেটের উপরে মারতাছেন, কষ্ট করে আনছি, প্রতিদিনই আনতে হয়। গরিব মানুষ তো ভাই। আবার ওই ফোন আছে স্যামসাং A05, 4128, 256 মেবি। ভাই এই ফরমেশনটা বারবার পড়তেছে, কি লেগে মারাও খাইতেছি। হ্যাঁ, এখন কি করুম ভাই, পরিস্থিতির শিকার, বুঝে নিতে। বা ফেসবুকে দিছে মনিটাইজেশন অন কইরা, বুঝছেন, $3 আছে, ওইখানে কোনো ভিউজ টিউজ আসতেছে না, পেজ ডাউন। এখান থেকে যদি কিছু টাকা পাইতাম তাহলে একটা ফোন নিয়ে নিতাম, আর দাঁড়টার কইরা। আইকিউ কি জানি আলট্রা একটা দিছে, আইকিউ 15 আলট্রা দিছে, সেরা একটা ফোন, গেমিং ফোন, উইথ ট্রিগার আছে।
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Jimenez finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, Peter, I'd be interested to see if they'll be turning to him to build a play up from the back. He's a very good defender too, of course, but defensive abilities...
David Villa! Oh, split-second reaction.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Played back in. Quality ball. Mbappe might just make this. And it's Cáceres. Cáceres is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Madrid have a free kick. Mbappe. Now it's Villa. Jimenez cuts out the pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's gone direct here. And he's intervened well there. Out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Koundé. Oh, that was vital. Cáceres gets it away. Can he get it through? Pass somewhat off target. Played back into the centre. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Pedri. And here's Goulet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Arda Goulet. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And the pass is intercepted. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Mbappe. And smartly reclaimed. Looking for a runner. Now he's off and running. And there is the half-time whistle. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the second half gets underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Casado gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Rudiger. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Rudiger, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Almost an hour gone. Alonso. Threads one in. Nice looking ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Koundé. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty of energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
কোনো টাচই দিতে পারতেছি না।
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, it's a great ball here.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Villa. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Cáceres.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. Goulet. That is good alertness. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Vinicius Junior. Coming on to replace him is number
90 minutes
19.
gone and nothing between them still.
Taking place.
Pedri tries to pass it through. Xavi Alonso. Gundogan. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Up he goes! Oh, yes, it's there! Finally, finally, finally! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And this is goes for a shot! He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Pedri.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Xabi Alonso. Number 10,
Chouameni does really well to win the ball there.
number 21,
Modric,
Frenkie de Jong.
Chouameni.
18, Chouameni. Number 11,
Now it's Mbappe. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
কি হইলো ভাই? উইন দিয়া দিছে। যাই হোক, 50 কয়েন পকেটে ঢুকানো গেল। ভাই কেউ থাকলে চলে আসেন।
Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's
Should've
not taken him
taken
long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Messi! Against the crossbar. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the pass is intercepted. Some good work on the right flank here.
আরে পাস
he's let
দিলাম না, এটা
fly.
যে শট দূর।
And that is doing no harm at
ইমরান
all.
ভাই বলেন বলেন।
Bangladesh certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Plays a sharp little ball here. Khan gets it clear. And they're quick to get it back. De Bruyne. Short changes him with that pass.
কেমনে কি হলো?
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Mbappe, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game. That's what it's all about.
Oh, that was vital.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, good-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Beckham.
পুলাই খেলতেছে লং বল,
Oh, this looks sharp.
কুইক কাউন্টারে দিয়ে লং বল খেলে।
Bangladesh couldn't really be more water.
And he's had a hit. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
কোন ইভেন্টের কথা বলতেছেন?
And we have our very first corner.
কিসের টাইম এত স্লো কেন বলতেছেন?
And he's managed to get rid. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's gone for goal! Decent enough try.
Well, he
That's
doesn't
only
need a
been
second
Ecuador,
invitation,
Philippines.
even from that range.
ফটো বক্সের
De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's nice.
ভাই
Oh, right place, right time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
আর ফোনের লেগের কারণে কি লেগ করে
Cannavaro.
নাকি?
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's a
It's a
very
good
decent big chance! And he's done it! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully
বুঝছি,
this
ওই
is
ফোনে কি
still
হয়েছে?
very
ব্যাটারি চেঞ্জ
savable.
করবেন?
Keep things simple,
ফোন
keep
চেঞ্জ
the
করে বলা নেই,
intensity
iPhone
high,
8
and
মানুষ
hope for
চালায়
an early goal.
8
If
দুগুণে
that happens,
16
it's a game
আর
changer.
117 আপনি 9-10 বছর আগের ফোন চালাইতেছেন।
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Son Heung-min.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
11, Van Nistelrooy.
Bangladesh really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
De Bruyne.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Great ball if he can get there. Messi. De Bruyne. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but
Bye,
that
it
was
did.
brave defending, and they got away with it.
আইতেছে খেয়াল করি না।
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
60 minutes played.
ধুরো ভুলভাল দিতেছি বারবার, জয়স্টিক ধরে
So,
একদিকে
Jim, what are
জায়গা
you thinking?
Bangladesh are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Beckham. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Takes a shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to
কি
stop.
হবে ভাই? এ রঞ্জিত দাভাল
Oh, one moment
Well,
you're in
kick on,
possession,
Gula.
the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
আমার নামে আরেকজনে আইডি খুলে ফেলাইছি ফুটবলে দেখলাম।
Ball comes in. De Bruyne! He arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. And here's Mbappe. Beckham. Oh, they can break here. Mbappe. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Messi. And that's been slipped through. He's straight chance!
ভাই এটা কি হলো?
They've scored! And they're back in front.
বল তো বাহিরের বল ভিতরে এনে ঢুকাই দিছে জিকে হাত দিয়া।
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to
দেখেন
be. You
শটটা
can't
বাইরে
win
শট ছিল
football
কিন্তু।
matches if you give the ball away like that.
শালার বেটা কাজটা কি ঠিক করলো?
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Substitution.
রুয়ান ভাই বলেন, বালি যে আমার
So now we're
ম্যাচটা
going to
হারাই
get
দিল
those
ভাই, আমার
changes we
গোল
have been expecting.
আমার ম্যাচটা
Well, for
হারাই
me,
দিল।
this was the obvious substitution.
এমন টাইমে
He'd
আইসা
become
গোলটা
just
দিয়া
a
দিল।
little jaded, and As a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Mbappe.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
This looks promising. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
দর্শক এখানে সালা পাইছেন
Added minutes has been indicated.
He's had a fair tumble under that
ভাই এগুলো
challenge.
এখানে এসে বইলেন না, পরে আমার কয়েন আমি নষ্ট করে ফেলাম। ভাই আমার গোলকিপার আমারে হারাই দিল, শুয়োরের বাচ্চা।
Van Nistelrooy. It's a searching pass. Oh, played through for the wide man.
এই ম্যাচ আর খেলতে মন চাইতেছে।
And he hits the net. And this is getting better and better. Well, and that's that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Bangladesh desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many...
বাইরে হয়ে চলে আইতো, হয়তো হইতো নাইলে আমি জিতে যেতাম। এই টাইমে আমার গোলকিপার আমারে মারা খাওয়াই দিল। এটা কোনো কথা? স্ক্রিপ্টেড মায়ের বাপ কইরা দিছে এই ম্যাচে আমার লোক। টাকা দিয়ে নিলে কয়েন, বুঝছেন, যখন স্পিন মারবেন ভিডিও করবেন। হ্যাঁ, সে মারা খাইছে, এখন আমাকেও মারা খাওয়াইবে। বুদ্ধি কম না ভাই আপনার? হ্যাঁ ভাই, ইউ আর এ চালাক ব্রো। আটটার পরে মারবেন স্পিন, আটটার পরে মারলে চান্স থাকে, কারণ কোন আমি দিন শুরু হয় বাংলাদেশ টাইম সকাল 8টায়। সোন কেমনে পাইলেন 1700 দিয়া? রাত 1টা সামথিং। বেন্ডাইকের বাসেরটা। আচ্ছা দাঁড়ান ইমরান ভাই আর রুহান ভাই, আমি ইনভাইট দিব না আপনাদেরকে। ভাই আমার মতো অত বাগা কেউ নাই, আমার ভিডিও আছে দেখেন একটা পেলের বক্সে 1700 খোয়াইয়া এই অবস্থা। সেদিন আমার 5000 খোয়া নিতে কি অবস্থা ছিল। ফ্রি ফায়ার লাইভ স্ট্রিম করতাম, বাট আমার ফোনে সমস্যা করে, বুঝছেন, গেম খেলা যায় না, মানে এম করা যায় না, ল্যাগ মারে এত পরিমাণ। এই ফরমেশন মনে হয় চেঞ্জ করে ফেলাইতে হবে ভাই। আমার ফরমেশন দিয়ে আর হচ্ছে না আর কি। আপনি মারেন কেন মিয়া? আমার এতগুলা কয়েন তো আমি রিস্ক নিতেছি না, আর আপনার 1700 কয়েন দিয়ে রিস্ক নেন। তো কয়েনগুলো মারা খায় অনুভূতিগুলো কিরকম?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Van Dijk paisen কত কয়েন?
And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game thanks to very decent pace for a big man, and he doesn't lose out much in the air either. He could prove to be a very reliable presence here.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Now it's Bergkamp. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Khan clears. Rivaldo. And he's well positioned here. Beckham. And reclaimed it in a trice. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's hit it long.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Ronaldo has it out wide and in space. And it's hoisted clear. And a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Bergkamp. And this is Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Owen. Cafu. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Aimed beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. But referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
And a quick reminder
So your views on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. And here's Haaland. Closing in on... Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Beckham puts his foot on the gas.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That has been cut short. Cafu, lovely pass, but can he get there? Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty...
That could spell trouble. Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Done delicately. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. This is it then, now or never. And here's Owen. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! He will be livid with himself.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Owen.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Mbappe getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has ended up in no man's land. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Bergkamp. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And that's been won straight back. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Koundé. And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Rafael van der Vaart will be key here, Peter. I've always admired the way he plays between the lines, having eked out that extra yard of space nobody else can seem to see.
And surely, Jim, he's more than just a luxury player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the luxury, but he plays with effect. You leave him out...
Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, what has happened here? Fires it in low. Summerslide! Hits off target and by quite a way. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Neymar.
Bangladesh are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Xavi Alonso. That is ended up in no man's land. Mane. Neymar. And he's chosen to go back. Gets a good foot in there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Nice bit of trickery. And he whips it in. Xavi Alonso. And he's decided to go for it. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, well played, well played. He can get that clear. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Mane. Neymar. Van der Vaart. Closing in on goal. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Bangladesh certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Granit Xhaka. Szoboszlai has a look inside the box. Goes back. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Costa Curta. Now Saliba. Montreal. And now they can clear their lines. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pinches it off him. De Bruyne running with the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Cleared without hesitation. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Owen. Coming on the field is number 9, Erling Haaland.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Haaland. Xhaka does well to get it back. Now it's Bale. Costa Curta. Threads one in. Great vision. Good take. And great chance! They've done it! And there we have it. The 2-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Boca Juniors are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Boca Juniors clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Soboslai. Number 7, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 20, Guler. Number 5, Eriksson.
Chiellini. Now it's Haaland. It's played through for him. And he's found chance for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
De Bruyne. Koundé
4 added minutes.
into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And he's had a hit! Decent enough try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Rijkaard. Now it's Neymar. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. While that was a frustrating game, they were at times cohesive. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do...
He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. There it is! And that's got him off to a flyer!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So, a breakthrough already. Bellingham. Chiellini. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff. Oh, that's well spotted. It's not an especially good pass, that. Xavi Alonso. And it's Owen. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Couldn't squeeze it through. Szoboszlai.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cruyff. Bellingham. Now it's Puskás, played back. That is good alertness. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bellingham receives it in a good position here. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Bullish header! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability.
Chance! Big moment! Massive goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Bellingham.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. White. And here's Bellingham. No way through. And now they can clear their lines. Alonso. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chiellini. Ball played for Rijkaard. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Owen! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And we have our very first corner. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. David Villa. Quality ball. Irwin gets over and intercepts. Rijkaard. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Puskás. Oh, that is a nice touch. De Bruyne. Mbappe. And it's Xavi Alonso. Played into space. Picked out shot, surely! And the shot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty.
By duita goal
So
amar
a
jiger karone
big chance now from 12
oy
yards.
agor moto hate lagaya goal
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it.
mallam middle dia
And it's in! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
amar nazario dorkar
Well, this
nazario
is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, been awarded the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
Coming on to replace him is number 5.
Cruyff with the cross.
bhai Oliver Kahn
Safely
amar
in
je
the
pass
keeper's
ditache
hands.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That's good running with the ball. Neatly clipped into space. And that's been won straight back.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
5 minutes to add. A probing pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. And it's Soboslai. He's going for goal! No, he's missed it.
Oliver Kahn আগের ম্যাচে একটা খাওয়াইলো এখন দুইটা তিনটা গোল খাওয়াই দিল আমারে
Substitution on the field, number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 20.
And that is that. Well, that was close. Both
Ball
sides
doyra
playing their
ball doyra
part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of...
ভাই ভ্যান্ডাইকের কার্ড কয়েকটা আছে, নর্মাল কার্ড, বুঝছেন? আমার ভ্যান্ডাইকের কার্ড দরকার নাই, আমার দরকার নাজারিওর কার্ড। গোল মেশিন কদিন পরে আইব নাজারিও। নাজারিওর কার্ড টোকা দিলেই গোল। ইমরান ভাই ঘুমাই গেছে মিয়া। কত কয়েন জমাইতে, এই কয়েন জমাইতে গেলে অনেক দিন লাগছে ভাই আমার, প্রায় 2-3 মাস, 2 মাসের মতো। সামনে 1 বিলিয়ন ডাউনলোডে মেবি দিতে পারে রোনালদো নাজারিও।
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
1 বিলিয়ন ডাউনলোড হলে 1 বিলিয়ন ক্যাম্পেইন আসবে। 950 বর্তমানে
Games of
চলতেছে।
this nature, who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
বর্তমানে 950 মিলিয়ন চলতেছে।
And that was very necessary. Mateus. Messi. And it's Rijkaard. It's Belletti. Messi. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Inzaghi. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Chiellini getting this one clear. And they're quick to get it back. Chiellini. And he can clear it away.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Xavi Alonso. Mateus. He won't be happy with that one. De Bruyne. Rijkaard. Half an hour played now. That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Now that's well seen too. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Szoboszlai. And it's De Bruyne. That's been cut out, well played. Mateus. Zanetti. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Vinicius Junior! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Al Hilal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Al Hilal with the corner, there first. Now this could be a chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Somersley! Great fit, and he's following up! It's in! First blood drawn! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
হতাশ হয়ে আগের মতো পড়ে থাকুন 2-3 দিন ঘুমাইব না আর কি গেম টিম খেলতে মন চাইব না পরে আবার আসবো এইরকম আর কি এছাড়া আর কিছু করার নাই ভাই দুইটা ডিস্ট্রয়ার খেলাইতেছি এখন রাগে দুইটা ডিস্ট্রয়ার আর দুইটা ডিফেন্সিভ ফুলব্যাক নো বিল্ড আপ ভাই রিক্স নিমু আমার মনের মতো প্যাক নাইলে রিক্স নিমু না বুঝছেন এটাই
Substitution on the field. Number 22. Vinicius.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Number 7.
Cannavaro.
Number 11.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And here's Mbappe. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now it's Owen. Just eases him off the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Owen tries from distance. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Al Hilal have it back and can go again. And that has put paid to that. And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Van Nistelrooy. One 0 as we head towards the end. Chiellini. Costa Curta. Owen chasing after it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. He's being urged to shoot. Pings in across. He's got tall. And it's in. We thought it was over, it's all square once more. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
By
All
3
square
batters
again
dilam marlo
into
na
the dying
pura short
minutes.
charge put
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Rijkaard. And it's Palmer. Now it's Mbappe. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. He's on it. Can he get away?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration,
One by
perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side.
ভাই যদি ইন ফিউচার মনে করেন যে
বড় ইউটিউবার হইতে পারলে তো অবশ্যই খোরা লাগবে। বুঝেন না? খেলবেন নি আপনি? খেললে আয়েন, একটা খেলি, না খেললে ডিভিশন খেলি। এখনো 0 টাকা পাই, বাকি আছে অনেকগুলা, অনেক দূর যাইতে হইব আর। সাবস্ক্রাইবারে টাকা না, এটা ওয়াচ টাইম ভিউজের উপরে টাকা আসে। কোন দেশ থেকে দেখতেছে এটার উপর ডিপেন্ড করে। আবারও পিন পয়েন্ট ক্রসিং, এতগুলো পিন পয়েন্ট ক্রসিং দিয়ে করবোটা কি? কই মিয়া রোহান ভাই? কি রে ভাই, এতক্ষণ লাগে কেন? কতক্ষণে আসবে?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And we have our very first corner. And that has been clubbed away. Koundé. And it's Rijkaard. Mbappe. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, they've got it again. Oh, it's come loose. It's gone backwards. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely weighted ball. Can he spark a counter here? Bit too much weight on the pass. And they're back on the ball again. That is ended up in no man's land. Could move up a gear here. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Szoboszlai. Shot a goal! In for the pieces! It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have the first goal. Oh, terrible pass. Real chance! Oh, glorious batty goal! A finish of true class! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
Quickly taken, and here's Messi. He's tried one! Good first touch, and almost as good a second.
Messi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And the shot! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And he welcomes it in. Oh, that was vital. And that was very necessary. Oh, there's a probing ball. Costa Curta. Oh, can he get onto this? Szoboszlai. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé threads one in. Szoboszlai picks it up out wide. Xabi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's in space and looking for options. Cross to the back post. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bellingham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Szoboszlai tries across. Looking for the run. Caught offside that time.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Number 7, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 9, Erling Haaland.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Eriksen.
Szoboszlai. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe. Great chance! And it's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Eriksen, very much a man of this moment. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.